This is an opportunity where we can make some money. And I actually looked at it. She invited me to my first meeting. It was a virtual meeting. And I actually joined I went to the meeting. I got very excited about it. And I decided I'm going to do it. So as I was saying, my name is Gladys Njura, very, very excited. I'm a mother. I have two beautiful daughters. My firstborn is 27 years old, and my secondborn is 21 years old. That's my family. And as I said, I'm a teacher. I've been in the banking industry. And then I met in this opportunity in the year 2002 in February. And my first meeting, I listened to what they had to say, and I totally fell in love with the company. I did not see the reason to say no, because all the things they were talking about were things that were making a lot of sense. They talked a little bit about health matters. They talked about money and how you can make some money without jeopardizing your job as you do whatever else you do. They talked about how you can travel the world. That really caught me. They talked about personal development. I didn't know what that is. But I only joined because of two things: money and traveling the world. But when I came into the opportunity, my first benefit was health. Because my second meeting, I went into the meeting, a presentation was done like this. And I got very excited because they talked about things I had not taken into heart, even as a young mother. And I realized I was making a lot of mistakes as a young mother. Those days, my kids were 9 and 3. And so I immediately said, you know what? I am going to take charge of my life, and I'm going to do this. So I'm taking you through this. I'll try to be as brief as I can. And my prayer is, once we are done with this meeting, if you are a guest on this call, I would encourage you to hunger to learn more and to be able to attend as many meetings as you can so that you can learn as much as you can. And so I'll go straight to the presentation, and I'll keep giving my testimony as we move on. Because in my family, we have a lot of health testimonies, and it's been a big one for me. So you can see there on the screen, we are being told that the greatest wealth is your health. While we are on this earth, of course, we are not talking about looking at health in matters, is it bigger than spiritual? Those are not things we can discuss, because our spiritual health always is the first. But while we are here, something we need to consider very seriously is our health. And the reason we are very keen on matters health is because the Kenyan culture, or maybe the world over, people have put a lot of price tag on money in terms of real money, wealth, and they neglect their health while they are looking for a lot of money. And then what happens later on in life? We use that same money and the same wealth we tried to accumulate so much to sort our health at a very high price. And so in this era, it is important to know that at this point in time, we really need to consider health, because health affects everybody in the family. It will affect you in terms of your feeling and your pocket. It will affect the caregivers. It will affect your children or your spouse, your parents, your brothers and sisters, and even your friends. We know how that happens. And so we need to take health very seriously. So if you're on this call, please let's learn as much as we can, and we keep learning, and we don't stop learning. So while we are looking at it about health matters, what is it that we need to learn about health? One of the things we need to learn is that our health lifestyle depends on about 6 factors, or about 7 factors. 3 of them are on the screen. But there are those that are not on the screen. We need to think about water. What is your regime for taking water? If you want to be healthy, if you want to live a life that is less of aches and pains, you must take enough water. We say at least 2 liters on the minimum. And if you are a man on the call, men need more water because they have a bigger frame and they sweat more. And maybe some of them, they do more manual work. And so you find that we need a lot of water. The other thing we need is sunlight. We take it for granted that we actually need to bask. At least you need 10, 15, 20 minutes. The morning sunshine, so that you can get your vitamin D, D3 especially, which is gotten from the sunshine. And so that is very, very important. And you can go and Google search the benefits of vitamin D for yourself. And when you lack vitamin D, what can that translate to you? A lot of health problems. Just imagine. The other thing you need is a life less stress. You should live a life that is happy, which is socially enabling, so that there is less stress, okay? And then let me just go straight to what is on the screen. Exercise. We need to exercise. At least we need 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be rigorous, too rigorous. It doesn't have to be the people are very crazy about the gym in Kenya. You don't have to go to the gym. You can do it right at the comfort of your home or right outside at the corridor there, if you have the capacity to do that. The other thing, you can also do it from, you can walk, you can run, you can take some time to go to a place like Karura and do the 5-kilometer walk, hikes, and whatever it is that you need to do. And it will check on your weight, your heart will be at its best, circulation will be good, because one of the benefits we get from exercise is oxygen. And an oxygenated body is healthier than one that is not oxygenated. Please remember, when we were in school, we used to be told by the teacher to breathe in, and then he'll hold it there, and then he tells you, breathe out. The breathing in and out is very important, because when your body has oxygen, even things like cancer cells do not manifest themselves more in the body. So that is very, very critical. And you're able to maintain your BMI more when you live an active life. The other thing is, of course, we need to rest, where we have been told we need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, quality sleep, which is very, very critical. We need to have that sleep so that we can unwind, our body can unwind from the tiredness of the day. Our body can be able to repair itself. The body repairs best when we are asleep. The body cuts weight best when you're asleep. Even if you did exercises during the day or in the evening, you actually are able to cut weight if you sleep better. Quality time, enough sleeping time. So that is very, very critical. And even there are moments when you can take a nap. Those power naps during the day are good. 10, 15 minutes. They are very, very good. So when you feel you're tired, you feel things are not working out, please do a power nap. Very, very important. The other thing is diet. Your food can either make you or break you. And as you can see that picture there, you have 2 voices. There's this voice that is calling you to eat all the sweet, sweet things that sometimes may not be too healthy. And there's this other voice that is telling you fruits are boring, vegetable salads are boring, they're expensive. Whatever language that small voice gives you, or you ignore, totally ignore that exists. So diet is very, very critical. It can make us or break us in terms of our health. So when you look at our health status, assuming someone is at 100%, ideally, we are supposed to live a very vibrant life until into our 80s, our 90s. Actually, we should live vibrant lives into the 85, 90 years, you know. But there are factors that make us not live a vibrant life, whereby some people get into the tired zone. You know, you move from that, and it can go like that, you know. Instead of being vibrant, it starts going down like that. And you find yourself in the sick zone, in the tired zone, and you move away from the vibrant zone. And that can be tricky when your health status goes like that. Very, very tricky. There are factors that actually make us go into the tired zone. I've mentioned some of them. When your exercise levels are low, your health will go down. When your stress levels are high, your health will go down. You know, when your diet is bad, your health will go down. And that is how eventually we get ourselves into the sick zone. What are the facts that sometimes compromise our diet? We are told that 95% of people, they eat food that lacks nutrition. And you may be there asking yourself, am I in that percentage? Again, you may be here and wondering, how can I teach people to understand that actually they are in that percentage? And 75% deliberately consume incorrect foods. Are you in that category? I don't know, but maybe you could be. Too much sugar, too much salt, too much foods with a lot of preservatives, additives, colors, alcohol, smoking, you know, all those things that can be very critical. What has happened is that the World Health Organization looked at this, and they actually said a few years ago, sorry, bear with me. A few years ago, the World Health Organization said that by 2020, chronic disease will account. Out of every 4 deaths, 3 will be out of chronic diseases, such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, respiratory disease, and obesity. We are in 2020. On top of that, we have challenges of the viruses we are seeing. So you can imagine, like this virus that has come, it has made so many people succumb to it, especially the people who had immunity issues. They have succumbed to it because now there's a virus, then your health is not good. It comes and actually the body can't handle that. When we come to heart disease is the #1 killer in the world. It's never talked about. People talk a lot about cancer, but people don't talk about heart disease because it is a silent killer. And we are told out of every 10 people, 7 people could be having signs of hypertension, high blood pressure, and they don't know. And it can hit them. And sometimes your first heart attack can be your last. You are there, you are healthy, then one day you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Or you fell and that was it. Or even you are hit by a stroke and did not survive it. And you didn't know that you had those factors within your body. What about cancer? Cancer is a very painful disease, and it builds over time, sometimes quietly, for it to just be known when it is in the last stages and when it has metastasized and gone, and it has actually gone through the bloodstream and gone to other sites. Or sometimes we have the signs, but because we are ignorant, we never go for checkups early enough, or we do not even know the signs of cancer. Can you imagine the other day I was looking at the signs of cancer? Just Google search, what are the signs of cancer? You will see those signs. Now, answer, you might start shaking because maybe some of those signs you've been feeling them and you've just been ignoring them. Imagine something as slight as tooth problems. They could be a sign of cancer. I got shocked. And I've heard that from a doctor many years ago. He mentioned that. And I thought, this doctor is not serious. Until last week, I came across such a reading. Diabetes. Diabetes is a situation where your sugars are too high in the body, and either the body is unable to bring them down because you don't have enough insulin, or the insulin is there, but the body cells are simply not able to sense or to take advantage of that insulin in your body, and so it becomes a problem that the sugar is high in the body. When sugar is high in the body, you're supposed to go into a coma and maybe even die. But because the body cannot allow that, it has mechanisms where now that sugar is turned into fat, and then you have all those complications growing in, day out, day in, until one day you actually become seriously diabetic. And the worst bit about diabetes, it eats our organs slowly. It will mess with your eyes. Very many people who have eyesight problems could be a case of their sugar is too high and they didn't know. So it kept destroying the eyes. The other thing could be the kidneys. Because the kidney is the organ for detoxifying things in the body, now it has been overloaded over so long, and now it is not able to do its work and it gets destroyed. And that is why many diabetic patients, sometimes now they have to live through dialysis when the kidney is totally unable to do the work. And then the other thing where the circulation is not able to go up to the tips, especially the tips of the legs. And when that happens, you start having, your toes start becoming black. It's called gangrene. And eventually, sometimes the doctor has no choice but to start amputating some of those areas where circulation has been cut off and the area is rotting. So he has to cut it off. And sometimes it keeps coming up to now until he cannot do it anymore. The other thing could be maybe you have a cut and it doesn't heal because of diabetic issues. Stroke is more or less a heart condition also, circulation issues. Respiratory diseases are also challenges. My family was challenged with respiratory issues. And you know, the worst bit about people who are asthmatic or they have bronchitis, sometimes they die very early, sometimes, or they live a very uncomfortable life throughout their journey of life. And then, of course, obesity, the issue where you have too much weight, either because you have a problem of hormones, you have hormonal issues, or your age is catching up and you're not able to cut that weight, or many times it's an issue of you relax more, and so whatever you are eating in, you're not able to expend it out as energy. So you are eating more than you are expending the energy out, so a lot is stored in the body. Sorry for dwelling on that a lot, but as you can see, those challenges are there. Not to mention, I'm seeing there Alzheimer's disease. That's a disease we need to watch out, where you keep forgetting. The minute you have that sign of you're forgetting, that is something you really need to think about. When we talk about eating habits, there is a way we are supposed to eat according to the World Health Organization and all the other organizations of health. And below there, we are told we need a lot of whole grains, not just starchy things, whole grains, you know, whole wheat, whole maize, whole rice, soya, what else? Oats, barley, those things, sorghum, millet. Very, very important because they have a germ that is very critical. They have the fiber part of it, and then, of course, the white part of it. So it must be a combination of those three. Then we are told we need a lot of fruits and vegetables. In the world today, the doctors are encouraging us to do a variety of 10 to 15. The reason being, our farming has become compromised. So not all the fruits we are eating have the nutrition that they originally were intended to be there. And that's why you need a whole lot of variety so that you're able to pick as much nutrition, the vitamins and minerals from different fruits and vegetables, because our farming is compromised, our harvesting of products is compromised, and all those things become a challenge. The other thing is we need a lot of, I need to move faster, proteins. We need good proteins. Good proteins is best the white meat, as you can see there. And if you eat the animal meat, it should be lean and not too much often. And we do more of the plant proteins, okay? And then anything that has fats and sugars and starch should be very little. But we've inverted this pyramid upside down. We've talked about whole grains, fruits and vegetables, proteins, and of course, fats and sugars. And that's where refined starch comes in, fats and sugars, very little. Now, what has happened is that some studies were done many years ago, and they actually realized that we have a challenge and we've inverted this pyramid upside down, like that. And when we do that, we find ourselves eating a lot of refined starch. I mean, from morning to evening, if you are to count the starches you've eaten, the juices you've eaten, the sugars you've eaten, little bites here and there, they are too much. And then, of course, we are doing a lot of meat, fish, eggs, and the things that come from the animal proteins. There are a lot, whether it is the sausages, whether it is the nyama bites for our children, the burgers, there are quite a lot. And people find cooking, especially in towns, cooking the plant proteins too expensive, too much gas, too much time, I don't know, all those things. Then we've reduced our intake of fruits and vegetables, and many of us, we only eat a small variety. You know, you only eat a banana, maybe you pass by, you take a slice of an apple, or whatever it is, but specific ones, and you never go to the broad spectrum. In here, you need to know that we have fruits called carotenoids, flavonoids, and cruciferous, and all of them have their place in the body, and you need to understand more of this. So it's important to know that this fancy eating, it may be looking nice, but it is not nice. And the worst bit is we are starting our children like this. They never have the foundation that we've seen in the right pyramid. Many of the kids, right from when they are in the mother's pregnancy, many of them are started off like this. And we are going to have a generation that is coming up that will be totally compromised health-wise, not to mention that our generation and our parents' generation, their health is already compromised. What about the children coming and finding this kind of diet? And so because of that, what can we do? What happened is that Neolife was started because this research was done in America between 1946 and 1948, and the US government knew that something had to be done. And out of that science, one of the scientists, together with a few other people, put in place this company called Neolife International. New life, having a new life now that you know, so that you can revamp your health to live a healthy life like we saw in the beginning. You live a vibrant life for as long as you can, yeah? And so that's why we want to turn this pyramid upside down. And I can tell you for sure, I'm sure everybody on this call could be having a challenge where they have compromised their diet one time or another, or maybe that's our lifestyle. We've compromised it totally. Now, what do we need to do? We need to know that our scientists are there. We have a very serious group of scientists who research and formulate, and then they make the products we are going to be talking about in terms of supplementation. Yeah, they understand that we have those gaps because of the farming, because of handling of food, because of our cooking things, and of course eating fast food. So there's a big gap that needs to be filled, and you need to understand where your gaps are. When you understand them according to that pyramid we have seen, you are able to know, how can I be able to supplement that gap? Like for me, I can say, one of the supplements I really need very often, especially the O positive people, they need a lot of vitamin B because their metabolism is so high that their vitamin B is never enough in their body. So if you don't have vitamin B, you get lethargy, you have problems with the nerves, or any other thing, or even stress, you're not able to handle stress. So you need to understand where your gaps are, and so you're able to come and fill them in. Now, Neolife came up with a product called Pro Vitality. Reason being, this product here you can see, the green one, it is made up from oil from whole grains, you know, the wheat, rice, and soya, to come and repair the damage already done in the cells, because our cells need to be lubricated by that oil. And so you have energy, and then whatever you eat is able to be absorbed in the body well, and the waste can go out. Then we have the carotenoid that is for the fruits and the vegetables. We need to boost our immunity, especially during this corona time. Don't say, oh, it's expensive to get a supplement. It is more expensive to leave this world when you haven't accomplished, when you haven't accomplished what God brought you here for, or even to go through that sickness because you lacked immunity, and yet it is something you would have done. And then, of course, we have the fish oil, very, very critical. It has very many benefits, and the vitamins and the minerals. So Pro Vitality comes to actually write that. Pro Vitality is the base product. Each of us need to start there at the Pro Vitality level, where we have the 4 main things taken care of. Energy from the TreeNN, Carotenoid complex gives us the immunity. So we start with the TRINN, carotenoid, and the multi, okay? So the carotenoid, the TRINN will give you that energy. Carotenoid will give you that immunity that you so need. Salmon oil will take care of balancing your body, you know, balancing your body. It will take care of your joints. Every part of your body has some joints somewhere, and those joints need lubrication so that they can continue being, they need lubrication so that they can continue giving you mobility. You know, arthritis comes where mobility is inhibited, and it could be at the backbone, it could be at your fingers, it could be at the ankles, the legs, or even the pelvic bones, where you find people say, my bone is locking. It could be locking because the lubrication has long gone, and now the bones are not working the way they should work. You know, they should be able to work very well. And so that is very, very critical. Then we have another product here. I hope it's not hidden by the slides. It's called Multi, that has the 23 vitamins and minerals. When we talk about vitamins, we are talking about the water-soluble vitamins. That is vitamin C and vitamin B. Those two are very important because they are water-soluble. That means when you eat something that has them, or you take another supplement that has them, they are utilized in the body at that particular moment. And immediately after that, the minute you go to the toilet, whatever was not utilized at that point is flushed out in the toilet. And that is why in your life now, all the vitamins we have in B and C, they are done in something we call sustained release. Sustained release means they are in the body and they will be released slowly by slowly as the body requires them throughout a period of 6 hours to 12 hours. What are the other vitamins? We need the oil-soluble vitamins. Vitamin E complex. E is a complex, not just one. It has a family of 8. Then we have vitamin E, vitamin A and D. They are also oil-soluble. Each of them has its work in the body. Like D and A, they're very critical for the eyesight. We need to maintain our eyesight, and they're also good for maintaining bones, because absorption of calcium in the body will be determined by the availability of the D that you have in the body, okay? So those are the vitamins that we need. Then on this other side, we need the minerals. We have 3 types of minerals. One is the macro, the ones that are needed in high quantities, like the calcium, the magnesium, okay? Then we have the macro. The macro are not needed in very high quantities, yet they are very, very important. Very, very important, each one of them. And then we have what we call the trace minerals, like iodine and 2 others, which are needed in very small quantities, but when they are missed, they can cause havoc in the body. Like if you miss iodine, you find you get goiter. And these days I hear even gentlemen, goiter is more specific to women, but even men can get it. So those minerals, madini, they are very, very critical, extremely critical for our health to be at its best. So I want to leave it there. Of course, in our company, we have other products that will make sure that all the other body systems are taken care of. And when you have this, you will look younger for longer. And that is translated in the ProVitality I talked about. You know, we talked about the ProVitality. It has the 4, but you can also get them when they are 1, 1, 1, as you can see. The way you saw them there, they can come 1, 1, 1, you know. You can get your TRINN on its own, carotenoid, salmon, and multi on its own. Then beyond that, for you to stay longer, younger for longer, of course, we also want you to think beyond with time. Think about the skincare. Today at 4, we actually did the skincare, which was very well done by Naomi. She has a beautiful skin, and she was able to do that. If you missed that, please ask the person who's invited you. You can have a look at that, okay? Then we have other systems in the body. like the bone health, sugar health, stress management, men health, women health. All those are very, very important. Heart health is a very important area right there. So children's program. So you need to ask the person who invited you if you're a guest, so that now you can go to the specifics if you have a need beyond just the basic that we've talked about. So I want to leave it at that. And I'm going to invite a friend of mine so that she can come. She can actually give us a testimony even as we close. Just give me a minute. Lydia, you can unmute yourself, please. But before you say anything, just give